Next stop on the NRSL Mello Yello Series brings us to Road America for the first of 3 road course races on the weekend. This is actually the first road stop for this series, as a matter of fact, this season. We're here for the running of the Menards Road America 200 as we're set for racing for 8 laps of distance on this 4-mile road course on this racetrack. And the other 2 series, the NRSL Advocare Truck Series and the Castrol GTX Cup Series for the NRSL, will both be at Sonoma this weekend for their doubleheader. But this is the Menards Road America 200 for the Mello Yello Series, and here's the starting line for today's running of the event. On the pole at 117 miles an hour, it's car number 17, the DeWalt Chevrolet of Phil Parker. He's on the pole for the first time, I believe, ever in his career. He'll be alongside Joshua Collar, car 13, the Mark I Electric Ford. Road 2 is the Bristol winner, Jessica Shelton, number 94, the New Holland Ford, and she'll be alongside number 5. It's John Arndt, the Delphi Chevrolet. Row number 3 has Joshua Osborne, car 60, the Winn-Dixie Ford, and he'll be alongside car number 32, the Kleenex Chevrolet of Chris Darlington. He was second at Texas earlier this season. Row 4 is Charles Sanford, car 74, the Phenolube Chevrolet, and the Great Clips Toyota, car 38 of Dylan Young. He won at Darlington this season. Row number 5 has the hottest driver on the Mello Yello Series. It's Kyle Matthews, car 44, the Shell Pontiac, has a over 300-point lead coming into this event, and he's won 3 times this season, winning at Rockingham, Iowa, and Richmond. Good Lord. Alongside Matthews will be car number 3, the 3 of Cole Deaver in the AC Delco Chevrolet. Next row down has Johnny Gardner in car 22, the Discount Tires Dodge, and the Navy Chevrolet car 14 of Kev Shearer. Next row down has car 45, the Sprint Spree Chevrolet of Zachary Fitzwater, and Benjamin Miles, car 7, the Geico Chevrolet, the winner at Daytona. Next row down has Dougie Shears, car 23, the Stacker 2 Chevrolet, and the Aaron's Toyota, car 99 of Dunlap Pratt. Then it's Michael Turner in the Auto Value Bumper to Bumper Toyota, car 43, winner at Charlotte, and the Navy Chevrolet, car 88 of Chris Dodd. Then it's Andrew Davis, car 87, the Bell's Mobility Chevrolet, and the South Point Hotel Casino Chevrolet, car 62. It is Joshua Sakuli. Next row down has car 1, the DeWalt Tool Chevrolet of JT Bryant, and the California winner, Nick Gunther, car 20 at the GameStop Toyota. Then it's Luis Hernandez, car 36, the Stanley Tools Pontiac, and beside him will be car number 12 is the Verizon Wireless Dodge of Chelsea Bowles. Next row down, Nick Baxter, car 63, the Lysol Pontiac, the surprise winner at Michigan. He'll be alongside Andrew Perry, the Airplane Dodge, car 66. Then it's Jonathan Zorlin, car 33, the Ream Chevrolet. Beside him will be Matt Haas, car 37, the Timberwolf Pontiac. Next row down has Matt McIntyre, the Amoco Ultimate number 93 Pontiac. He almost won at Michigan the last stop on the tour. And Ryan George, car 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. Next row down has William Brock, car 27, the Castrol GTX Chevrolet. And the Detroit Gasket Chevrolet, car 72, the Talladega winner, Daniel Olson. Next row down is Emmanuel Hartnett, car 00, the Aquafresh Pontiac. And Zach Flickinger in the AC Delco Chevrolet, car number 2. Then it's Jordan Anderson, car 66, car number 18, the MB&A Pontiac. And beside him will be the Racing for Jesus Chevrolet, car 89. It is Quentin Moore. Next row down, Jesse Turner, car 34, the Gould's Pump Chevrolet. And flanking him outside will be Trace Williams in car 29, the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Chevrolet. And starting scratch on the bill will be the Texas winner, Paul Minnick, in car 10, the Nesquik Chevrolet. So 8 laps of your distance here at Road America, 4 miles in length, and if you don't know your math, it's 32 miles around this racetrack, 8 laps around the 4-mile road course. So here comes command the fire the engines here at this racetrack.
Drivers, start your engine! Run!
I'll mind you. Obviously, we also had that. We've had those kids doing the command for about the last I think 4 cup races, I think, too. So, like I said, very adorable when you had that. And I know I say this every time when you got that command going. But anyway, the command's been given the Fire Engine, so like I said, we're racing here today on this 4-mile road course at Road America. The Menards Road America 200 is the I think, the 16th stop on the Mello Yello Series. 14 turns around the racetrack, and it's known for tight turns and long straightaways, and most infamously, as the pace car looks up on the pit road, the big hill before you get to the start-finish line. And they will chug up it in about 55 miles per hour to get the green flag, and that's what they'll get this time by. Phil Parker and Joshua Collard leads them down. The green flag waves, and the Menards Road America 200 is underway. Ford and Chevrolet on the front row, and actually front and second rows both are Ford Chevy rows. As they come down to turn number 1, Joshua Collard's going to pull ahead in car 13. Phil Parker, and now battling with Chris Dollerton. Dollerton looking racy here as he goes to third, and John Arndt will go to second position in car number 5. So Dollerton goes out to third. Parker now battling with Jessica Shelton for fourth. And now Dollerton dives inside of Collard, and whoa! Diving in the inside lane, there goes Dollerton. He'll take second now, and coming from his 6th starting position, Chris Dollerton goes from 6th to 2nd on the first lap, and Jessica Shelton gets off the course a little bit, but she does take 3rd from John Arndt. Now Joshua Osborne is going to take 4th. And here's what could be the trouble spot on the course there. We've seen cars get off the course a little bit. Chris Dodd gets close right there. Here they come. And a battle for the lead. Joshua Collard and Chris Dollerton down to the kink in the racetrack. And Dollerton's going to pull ahead as they go down the turn, and he's going to have the preferred grip. And Chris Dollerton from 6th to 1st on his first lap takes the lead, and he, by the way, has one of our 3 in-car cameras along with the driver in 3rd, Jessica Shelton, along also with Kyle Matthews. He'll have the in-car as well. Now Shelton goes inside of Collard, a pair of road ringers in the NRSL community. And Jess will take 2nd, and now as Chris Dollerton will lead lap number 1 here at Road America. So it's Chevrolet in 1st, Ford's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and a Chevrolet in 5th with Charles Sanford. On board with Chris Dollerton in car 32. And that's what every driver wants to see from his view. Nothing. See how he drives this road course right here, 155 miles after this part of the course in 3rd gear. Now puts her in 4th gear, but only briefly, and he'll climb on the brakes in the 1st gear. Actually, he was 160, so he went from 168 miles an hour down to about 55 at that point. Now through there, about 2nd gear, now through another turn. At the 11th, just a slight, and now down to, a short straightaway into another turn. And down about 2nd gear at 70 miles per hour. And here comes the trouble spot. A very fast portion of the course they go. Charles Sanford got off the course just a little bit. That was close. As they go through the kink, you see the lead. Dollerton's got over Jessica Shelton. Joshua Osborne goes 3rd. 4th is now Sanford. 5th is now Cole Deaver. Collard drops to 6th. 7th position is John Arndt. Then Phil Parker, the pole sitters in 8th. Kyle Matthews 9th. And Johnny Gardner runs in the 10th position as now Matthews goes inside of Phil Parker. riding along with Kyle Matthews in car 44 as he took the spot away from Phil Parker. And I apologize for the lag that's going on my fraps. It's derping a little bit. So Matthews will take 8th position away here as they come down to this portion of the course. Collard up ahead in 6th position. Actually, Matthews is now 7th. And meantime, Chris Dalton has a 2nd lead over Jessica Shelton, who's in 2nd position. As I said, 3rd is Osborne, 4th is Sanford. Bieber runs 5th position, and my fraps is really getting really choppy here. I swear I got nothing else on. Kyle Matthews gets around Joshua Collard at 6th position. Several drivers do have a tendency to want to go to the high side on this portion of the course. And oh, we got 3 cars that's off course. That's Joshua Sakuli, Chris Dodd, and Andrew Davis that's off the course, and Sakuli in the kitty litter. We said this part of the track is troublesome. And Trace Williams is slammed into the tire barrier now in 29. And pace car sights are not even on, so we're staying green. And what lead Chris Dalton had, though, he is now seriously eroded now. Jessica Shelton closing in on Dalton for the number 1 position. Dalton, as we said, though, made that dramatic 6th to 1st start, and you're on board Jessica Shelton. She goes right up in the back bumper of Chris Dalton's car. Let's ride with Jessica on this lap here. Climbs on the brakes for 2nd gear at about 70 miles an hour to that part of the course like we saw Dalton do earlier. Feathering through that throttle through that turn. Dalton goes high a little bit. And now up to the high-speed portion of the track called the Kink. Puts her in 4th gear at that point. And goes into the turn about 169 miles per hour. Almost 170 through that portion of the track. And she is closing up. She's closing up big on Dalton. She knocked off 0.6 of a second that last time by. And inside goes Dalton, and inside goes Shelton as she moves Dalton up the track. Dalton lowers the throttle, says, "You're not taking the lead away from me, Jess." And then in the 3rd gear as she goes, and she chugs up the hill, and the yellow flag is waved for the first time today. And apparently it's Jesse Turner in car number 34, and I think Benjamin Miles in a 7. So the first caution of the day comes out on the 4th lap of the event. And I'll see where Jesse Turner's at here. There he is. Yeah, apparently it was. Yep, and Jesse Turner got off the course right there. Let's see as they go down the turn. He was in 27th when this whole deal happened. Let's see what happens. He was up the track a little bit. Apparently carried too much speed into that turn, and he slides right through the kitty litter. Ryan George was off the track a little bit in the blue car, but Turner slides off. He's on the brakes, but to no avail. The car slams into the tire barrier. He goes in the 34 car, but obviously a disappointment, obviously, for Jesse Turner in the 34 machine. I was trying to go back to where Trace Williams crashed here. He and several others. But yeah, that was where really the first crash happened of the day happened there. And I'm sorry I'm rewinding like this. I'm not doing like everybody else does. Turn fraps off and everything and stuff like that. But the situation involved Trace Williams and Matt Haas and a few others. Let's look back and see what happened to Matt Haas in the 37. I'll say screw trying to find out what happened in that first caution. It happened too far into the race. And there's what happened to Matt Haas and goes right into the tent. I think that actually was the cause of the yellow flag, maybe. Apparently he had a run on the tent of Paul Mennick, and let's see what happens right there. Goes into Mennick's car, tries to spin him out, but instead Haas pancakes the passenger side wall and head on the tire barrier near the entrance of pit road. Yeah, as far as what happened in the first deal in Calamity Corner right there, I'm just gonna leave that alone. But anyway. So the pace car lights are off. We're going to get one to go before we get the green flag racing here. And Trace Williams and Matt Haas are both out of the race. And Benjamin Miles is a lap down. So let's go through the front running order here as we'll get a green-white checkered restart with 2 laps to go. Chris Dalton leads. Jessica Shelton is second, and Shelton was about to closed up quick on Dalton a lap or so ago. So it should be a great battle for the checkered flag if we get that far. Joshua Osborne's in 3rd position. 4th is Charles Sanford. 5th is Cole Beaver. 6th place is Kyle Matthews. 7th position is Johnny Gardner. 8th is Kev Shearer, and a little bit of a bunch up here. 9th position is belonging to Dylan Young. 10th position is Joshua Collard. John Arndt's 11th. Pole sitter Phil Parker's 12th. Dougie Shear's 13th. 14th is Michael Turner. 15th is Dunn LaPrade. 16th position is Andrew Perry. Chelsea Bowles is in 17th. 18th is Chris Dodd. 19th is JT Bryant. 20th is Andrew Davis. 21st is Nick Gunther. 22nd is Matt McIntyre. 23rd, Nick Baxter. 24th is Ryan George, matching his car number. William Brock in 25th. 26th position is Quentin Moore. 27th is Emmanuel Hartnett. 28th is Zach Flickinger. Luis Hernandez, 29th. 30th is Paul Minnick. And going 31st is Daniel Olson. 32nd is Jordan Anderson. 33rd, matching his car number again, Jonathan Zorlin. Joshua Sakuli is 34th. 35th is Zachary Fitzwater. Benjamin Miles 37th, actually. And 36th is actually Jesse Turner. So Jesse Turner is actually the last car on the lead lap, and Benjamin Miles is a lap down. So with all that said, though, Chris Thornton will have the lead as they'll get the green-white checkered restart here. Hopefully it'll last 2 laps under green flag here. As Thornton's 1999 Chevy Monte Carlo leads the field here. And you got a couple of 97 Thunderbirds right behind Shelton and Osborne in second and third, and a 97 Thunderbird or 97 Monte Carlo actually with Charles Samper in fourth. And a 98 Monte Carlo with Cole Devers. As the green flag is about to wave here at Road America, as we'll have 2 laps to go in the Menards Road America 200. And we are back underway. And Shelton and Osborne got a good restart. And no, here comes Osborne to the inside. He's trying to make a 3 wide. And Andrew Perry's got problems in the 66 car. 3 wide into turn number 1 they go. Osborne dive bombs into turn number 1. And let's see who comes out with the lead on this lap. It looks like Osborne for the moment. Boy, scrambling around and as Joshua Osborne will come out with the lead. But Dalton says, no way, you're going to take that away from me. Here he goes, and they come into the turn now. It's where a lot of passes are being made at this point. Dalton jumps the curb in just a little bit. Osborne pulls ahead at the moment. Dalton still stuck in the inside lane. And whoa! And I thought Dalton was going to come right back up and nail Osborne. Is going to send him spinning, and Osborne and Dalton gets sideways. And that's going to let Jessica Shelton take second. And Dalton goes from first to third on that restart. And Joshua Osborne saying goodbye, everybody, and he is pulling away. So Cole Devers is going to shake out in fourth. Fifth is going to be Charles Sanford. And about over fifth between about over sixth between Kyle Matthews and Kev Shearer. Shearer's going to take sixth, and Matthews is going to fall down in seventh. And the yellow flag is out. We see the pace car lights are on, and the yellow flag is going to wave along with the white. So, after a wild restart happening here, the yellow flag and white flag are both going to be waving. And that's going to be the Menards Road America 200 right there. Joshua Osborne is going to come across first. He will be your winner here in this race today. And it's the 27 of William Brock, looks like. So trouble for the Castrol GTX Chevrolet of William Brock as the yellow flag flies here on the final lap of the event, and of course here we are. It's at Calamity Corner again. That gives William Brock trouble. Carries too much speed through that turn, gets loose. Actually, car just drives that car off the course. Off the course, the gravel trap. Doing its job slowing the car down, but unfortunately for William Brock, it sideswipes his race car. And that is unfortunately the end of And then, unfortunately, caused trouble for William Brock, and Michael Turner also got off the course a little bit too in the 43 car. And same thing we saw with William Brock. It sideswipes his car right into the tire barrier. The tires do look harmless though, even though it's full rubber, but just because it's rubber doesn't mean it can cause major damage to your race car. And for Michael Turner, it's going to end up running him 34th, and 35th will be William Brock. So that's going to be your caution flag, and that's what's going to end the Menards Road America 200. And this man gets his first win in the Mello Yello Series. Joshua Osborne, car 60, the Winn-Dixie Ford, goes to victory lane, holding off some of the best in Jessica Shelton and Chris Dollarton. Shelton's going to come home second. Dollarton's going to be third. Fourth position will be Cole Deaver. Fifth place will be Charles Sanford. Sixth position will go to Kev Shearer. Johnny Gardner, seventh. Eighth will be Kyle Matthews, continuing his amazing string of good runs he's had here this season. Ninth will be Dylan Young, and 10th will be John Arndt. And to give you an idea, according to Score 4, by the way, where Score 4 shows you averaging average start and finishing positions, Kyle Matthews, according to Score 4, coming into this race had an average finish of 8th. Coming into this race, yeah, I'm not kidding you, an average finish of 8th going into Road America. And that's why he's got such an immense point lead, and it looks like, and more than likely may be extended going out of this event as they head into the next stop on the tour at Kentucky Speedway, which will be for the Feed the Children 300. That's going to be a truck, Mello Yello and Cup triple header on that 1.5-mile racetrack. But the first road course stop on the Mello Yello Series is in the books, and the Menards Road America 200 will go to the number 60 Winn-Dixie Ford. Joshua Osborne wins at Road America, as he'll take home the title on this 4-mile road course here. And a great battle on the race that we had between Dollarton, and Shelton. That was a classic battle. And that was, so 16 races are in the books in the Mello Yello Series here. Joshua Osborne gets the win here today at Road America. We gave you the top 10 already. 11th place will be Joshua Collard. Phil Parker comes home in 12th. 13th will be Dougie Shears. Doug LaPrade 14th. Chelsea Bowles 15th. 16th will be Chris Dodd. Andrew Davis 17th, 18th will be JT Bryant, Nick Gunther 19th, and 20th position will be Quentin Moore. A good jump up for reveal for Quentin. Rest of the finishing order here: Matt McIntyre 21st, Luis Hernandez 22nd, Ryan George 23rd, Daniel Olson 24th, Emmanuel Hartnett 25th, Paul Minnick comes from last to 26th. So a big jump up for Minnick. Jordan Anderson, 27th. 28th, Jesse Turner. 29th, Zach Flickinger. And Jonathan Zorlin will finish in 30th position. Rest of the finishing order: Zachary Fitzwater, 31st. 32nd, Nick Baxter. 33rd, Joshua Sakuli. 34th was Michael Turner. 35th, William Brock. Those two crashed in the same corner on the restart through Calamity Corner. What would be Andrew Perry, 36th, last car in the lead lap. Benjamin Miles will be the last finisher, and 37th, the lap down. And the cars out of the race will be Matt Haas and Trace Williams. Average speed 84.853 miles per hour here on this road course at Road America. 2 caution flags, one on the final lap and the other with about 4 to go or something like that. Anyway, but whatever the case, congratulations to Joshua Osborne as he takes home the title at the Menards Road America 200, as he holds off Jessica Shelton and Chris Dollarton to take the victory here today. So next time on the tour will be at Kentucky Speedway for the NRSL Mello Yello Series. We invite you to stay tuned for the NRSL Advocate Truck Series at Sonoma, California. Here in Sonoma, here on that twisty 2.52 mile course. So until then, James Qualls has been production of the NRSL, and we will see you next time.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?